It's never too late. You just have to take on way different tactics.
How so?
Well, if you're a mature performer and you never had a career, you need to develop skill sets that might take you a little bit longer. And I'm not talking about behavior, because you've probably seen enough behavior that you can embody most of it if you've been around like the block of life that long.
I've just lived long enough to like see how a lot of things play out.
But just also how people treat each other. And you'll have seen enough people treat each other enough different ways that you'll be able to recognize and embody which one's which. The things you really need to learn is the craft of it itself. For theater, just talking to an older actor who I helped book his first part. We worked together on his audition, and he was like, I'm standing on stage and I need to talk to somebody, but they're like at such an angle that if I turned my whole body to talk to them, I'm going to completely upstage my body. And I go, okay, that's great. What we're talking about is standing at 3/4 turned out, because you have hips that can go this way and you have a head that can go that way.
Right.
Like just like us now, like our bodies are facing forward, and we can turn to talk to each other, and it's fine. But I can also talk to you here, and you know I'm talking to you. I don't necessarily have to be looking at you.
I can hear you.
And we can have this conversation.
We're having a conversation.
If you haven't ever experienced that, that might feel really awkward.
It's an odd sensation.
It is. And like learning how to talk to the camera like it's your best friend. For when you're doing film work and close-up work, especially if you're doing film work, there's going to be a lot of moments where it's you and the lens. And learning how to use the lens as your scene partner. I mean, that takes time, that takes practice.
It's a skill.
Yeah, and you can do it with your iPhone nowadays, which is great, but you need to clock the hours, just like you would clock the hours if you're an athlete in the gym. And then there's certain set etiquette, learning how to hit your mark, learning how to like be patient for lighting, just simple things that I think when you have experience, you might take for granted. Learning in theater what upstage, downstage, stage left, stage right is versus house left, house right.